You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Marshall County Hoopfest on League Ready. Our final game of the weekend pits a couple Lions against each other, running wild. It's Legacy against Link, and we welcome you back into our broadcast booth. Sam Brief, Rayfeld Davis, and Ray, perhaps no team this weekend has been more impressive than Link.
Yeah, Link Academy, they really had it going. You think of that 26-point win against Lalamere. The inside attack was on full display. Amari Bynum, Chris Sinak dominated the basketball game, and then Legacy coming off that 11-point loss to Veritas yesterday, looking to get themselves a victory. You don't want to leave this event 0-2. You want to come out and at least split in these games.
Some of the top players in America about to be on your screen, and let's zone in on Dejan Hall for Legacy.
Dejan Hall, one of the better scorers in this high school class, can score at all three levels. Didn't have it going in the loss against Veritas, only 7 points, 3 of 12 from the field. He's going to have to score the basketball at a high level with some of his running mates out in this one.
Looking awfully regal in the purple and gold. Yeah, 3 Legacy players will be suspended for this game. As we zone in on Link, yesterday it was all about the big men down low, Bynum and Sinak.
Bynum really had it going, and you look at this Link Academy squad, Chris Sinak gets a lot of attention, rightfully so, but yesterday against Lalamere, it was all about Bynum. 19, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 8-11 from the field, had it going on both ends of the floor. That inside attack for Link Academy is going to be huge in this game against Legacy.
6'9" Bynum, 7-foot Sinak, the beasts in the front court as we are underway in our final game of the night. Link in the white, Legacy in the purple. Both of them are Lions, so we'll probably just ignore the mascot for the night. Here's Easter. Sinak trying for 3, and the 7-footer knocks it down.
And he has it going. 15 points, 10 rebounds in the game yesterday against Lalamere. Chris Sinak, that's what makes him so lethal. His versatility offensively. He can step out, knock it down from deep, make a mid-range. He can post up, finish at the rim. He can do it all at 7 foot tall.
He's only missed 1 shot all weekend.
Tough.
Zion McGee got double teamed and a tie-up, which will keep the ball here with Legacy.
It's really good help by Hannah coming in there and trying to dig that basketball out. Just following the scouting report. That basketball goes inside. Link Academy is sending that double towards that baseline.
Legacy yesterday, a 11-point loss to Veritas. Link took down La Lumiere by 26 in the late game yesterday. Here's Dejan Hall. And tipped out off of Easter, so we'll stay here.
It's going to be interesting to see where the offense comes from the Legacy Lions in this one early on. Without Wheatfall in his basketball game, those 21 points he had against Veritas yesterday was huge. Going to see who steps up in a big game in big moments.
And shot clock beat Lance Barnes, so a turnover on Legacy's first possession.
Got to know time and score. Most important thing to know in basketball game is time and score.
If nothing else.
Yep.
Got to be aware. Easter. Around to Legend Smiley.
Good ball movement. Good cut.
And it's picked away by McGee. Here goes Legacy. Hall takes it himself and probably should have given it up. Legend Smiley came flying in and whistled for a foul.
Just caught that basketball out of the air.
So here's Hall, who yesterday had 7 points. Down low, Barnes. McGee. Zion McGee, a spin.
Good D, good D.
And Sinak was all over him. Stay here, 10 on the clock.
Offense, when they turn their head, it just allows the defense to come in there and sneak in there and reach in there and take that basketball away. Link did a great job of just understanding big fella's going to spin back, and defenders was right there waiting for it.
Barnes with 5. Had Sinak jumping, and Sinak gets the board on his miss.
Bynum came in there and saved the day. Chris Sinak jumped out of the play. Bynum with a great contest.
Well, here's Bynum. Sinak, the big men, passing and scoring.
Just showing you that inside attack that Link possesses. You think that game against Lalamere, they were plus 20 inside with Chris Sanak and Amari Bynum. That 1-2 punch is big time, especially at this high school level. Not too many front courts across the EYBL Scholastic be able to handle these two.
You say, where's the beef? There it is with those guys as Hall misses the three, and here goes Link. These guys are lethal when they run. And Easter, a little strong, board goes to Jones. Little 5-on-4 action as Barnes comes up empty, but a foul against Sanak.
It's a good drive, and that's what Legacy early, that's what they have to do early on this game. Push the tempo, find ways to score in transition, steal some baskets. Attacking this Link Academy defense in the half court is so tough to do. And when you're down 3 starters, you really got to get creative and find ways to score the basketball. Getting out in transition early, getting to the free throw line.
You already were the prohibitive underdog in this game.
Oh,
then
for sure.
3 starters out. So Lance Barnes and company.
I mean, but that's what this tournament is for. You're down 3 starters. It gives 3 reserves to come into this game and have an impact. College coaches are watching all over the country. Coach B.J. Jackson trusts these guys to be able to go into this game and not just play, but make an impact. It's next man up.
14th year head coach B.J. Jackson as Barnes splits him. B.J. Jackson's legacy Lions based in Greenville, South Carolina. They count NBA guys like Nick Claxton, Bryce McGowan's as some of their top recent alums.
Bryce McGowan's bucket. Cohen Carr. Got some dudes coming out of
down low,
there.
a teardrop.
Good pass. Just a good pass out of the post. Smiley does a great job of just playing without the basketball. That ball goes inside. Defense is all eyes on the ball. Makes a beautiful back cut to go finish at the rim.
Here goes Hall, and Bynum was holding strong, but whistled for a foul. We mentioned legacy alum Bryce McGowan's a walking bucket. I know you covered plenty of him from his Big Ten days at Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, Bryce McGowan can score the basketball anywhere on the floor. He can get to the basket, get to the mid-range. Nice post-up game with his back to the basket. Could knock it down from deep. I mean, it's the reason he's playing in the NBA. I mean, you think of Cohen Carr coming from Legacy early. They've had some dudes. I mean, Cohen Carr has to be, I mean, not even has to be. He is the most athletic player in college basketball. Coach Jackson, he's had it going for the last few years.
He's made some plays this weekend even.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Well, speaking of Big Ten hoops, Dejon Hall, a couple Big Ten offers. Illinois, Wisconsin, just made his visit up to Madison to hang with the Badgers.
It's going to be imperative for Dejon Hall to score the basketball in this one. He's got to put up big numbers if Legacy wants to be able to compete to win this one.
Yesterday, he was 3 of 12 shooting. That won't cut it tonight. Sanak, the step through, and a foul call goes against Legacy. Looks like they got Quabina Jones for it. Link head coach Chad Myers' first season leading the program. He was the assistant last year. Also used to be a New Mexico State assistant. Really good program. And here's a swipe for Barnes. Hall, a bobble, and we'll stay. No, we'll go back to Link. Got to protect the basketball.
Got to take care of the basketball. You're down a man, down a few men, 3 men at that. Especially going against a talented team like Link Academy. Those turnovers are precious. Every possession matters.
A 3-ball for Smiley. Legend Smiley. Three's good. It looks like just a uniform issue with one of the Legacy players.
Legend Smiley got it going early in this one. Got the layup at the rim, knocking down one from deep. Legacy showing some zone a little bit in that possession. Link Academy takes their time, understands what the defense is in, moves the basketball a little bit, gets a knockdown shot, open shot for a knockdown shooter.
Jones shimmies in and rebound hauled in by Gray Bear.
There you go, big fella, push it.
Bynum on the feed from Smiley, and then Hannah can't get the putback.
Great give and go. Bynum just got to score that ball at the rim. Big fella got to come away with that one. Too talented, too big, too strong. You got to finish that one, big dog.
Hall around to Jones. Man, Link is swarming defensively. Legacy can find no wiggle room.
Good D.
McGee, sort of a desperate shot, and
Shot clock violation.
that buzzer never rang.
Definitely
Looks like it'll be
shot clock.
Legacy ball when we come back.
Tough.
We'll step aside, though. Maybe a minute or two for the officials to sort it out. Dominant start for Link. Legacy sort of in scramble mode as we're underway in the nightcap.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Win last night, 7-point lead a couple minutes in the nightcap against Legacy. Well, Chris Sinak, you see him hanging on the net. He's 7 feet tall. He's bound for Houston, a 5-star recruit who's as good as any big man in the country, Rafael.
He can do a lot of things offensively. He can score it on the block. He can get to his pull-up. He has a nice little soft floater. He can knock down the open three, come off ball screens. Defensively, he can guard multiple positions. He can protect the rim. Just an all-around great talent, especially at this high school level. Just got to stay in the gym, build some strength, build some body mass. Because you get to that next level, you're going to get 7 foot 300. Just got to be physically ready.
Yeah, Sinak listed at 7 foot 225, so get ready to deal with some extra poundage as he'll be playing at Houston in Kelvin Sampson's program. Sinak on the perimeter. Easter, a 3-ball, and Sinak flying in for the board. It'll stay here. It went off of Wheatfall last.
Just giving his team extra possessions. That shot goes up. No one checks out Sinak, and he is flying to the basket to try and steal his team some extra possessions. And that's what you got to do. You think about Coach Sampson playing in the Big 12, playing at Houston. You got to play hard. You got to play physical, especially when you're a freshman. You got to prove to coach that you deserve to be on the floor. It's got to be for 40 minutes.
He's super athletic. And they're looking for Sinak.
I want to see him get in that lane. There you go. Get in the middle of that zone. Hit the big fella so he can be able to make some plays.
There's Sinak. Quick pass outside, and Gray Bear can't finish. But that felt like a smooth move by Sinak. Then a block for Gray Bear.
Good pass.
He finds Bynum for the flush.
Not many 7-footers can catch that basketball on the move like Sinak just did and had the wherewithal, not even to dribble the ball, just turn your head and look up the floor and found Bynum in transition and Bynum knowing exactly what to do with it going to hang on that rim. Another one. Good pass.
That is absolutely on the money.
Man, that is such a great pass. Sinak showing the passing ability early on in this one, just playmaking. That size, that length, the pass is just beautiful.
Beneficiary was Jerry Easter, his first points of the night. Here goes Wheatfall. Really awkward shot. Sinak was swarming him.
Sinak with his imprints all over this game. Passing the ball, getting out of transitions, getting some assists, scoring it early. Defensively, Chris Sinak showing you early on why he's the #1 center in his high school class.
Well, he cut his teeth not just here at Link, but also playing for Team USA at the FIBA Under-17 World Cup over the summer.
Yep.
Played with A.J. DeBansa, the Boozer twins, and a loaded squad that won gold.
Iron sharpens iron.
Exactly. Misses his second 3 of the night. And now Easter misses, but for cleanup duty, it's Iguodala.
Iguodala crashing the glass. That shot goes up. Link knows exactly what to do. If Legacy's not going to put a body on you, they're not going to check you out. Go crash that glass. Go try to hang on the rim. That's exactly what Iguodala did. Got to find a way to just keep putting the imprint on the game.
Go crash, young man.
Go steal some points. Coach used to say, if they don't pass it to you, go get it off the rim. Got to get Weefall going in this one. Came off the bench in this one with 21 points against Veritas yesterday. Kept legacy in the game. Good move.
With the clock winding, Lance Barnes gets it to go.
It's a good move. It's a good, strong move. Getting to the teeth of the defense, playing off of 2 feet, under control. That nice floater.
Put away a 9-0 link run. And against the zone, Davion Hannah, strong. Easter, the putback.
Jerry Easter, right place, right time. I mean, you look at the game Jerry Easter had yesterday against his former school, Lalamere. He was outstanding. 17 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. Jerry Easter, one of the better point guards in this high school class.
He was 7 of 8 shooting, and he's 2 of 2 tonight.
Dude
bound for USC.
Talked to him a little bit earlier today. Just a winner.
And his team winning by 13.
Shout out to his father. Shout out Big Jerry.
The 3 for Hall.
Oh, it's a big shot. Big shot for Deshaun Hall going into the second quarter.
And then Little Jerry off the glass
like
and Link by 10 after 1. Nike EYBL Scholastic continues to be brought to you by Nike. This is Winning Basketball. And by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real. A matchup of Lions, Link, and Legacy. And take a look at one of the Link Lions, Amari Bynum, the big man. He's off to Ohio State Big Ten basketball. Beckons next fall. And we look at his Chipotle order, and for the first time this weekend, we finally got some veggies with the lettuce. But this is a very, it's a very dairy-heavy bowl.
This is my bowl, exactly.
Exactly?
You got your chicken, you got the rice. My queso may be on the side. Get your sour cream, some cheese, some lettuce in there. Hey, man, Bynum, I can see why Amari Bynum had 19 and 7 yesterday against Lalamere. Big fella knows what to eat.
You just show up, you say, hey, I want the Rayfeld Davis, and it's that, right?
That's
White rice,
Bynum.
chicken. Why do you go queso on the side? He pours it on.
I like to dip the chip in it sometimes. You know, so my queso is more about the chips.
That's
it's not
next
really
level.
about the. It's not about the rice and all
That's
that.
next level, an interactive experience.
The queso is my dessert. How about that? It's my luxury item. It's either queso or some guac on the side.
Queso's your dessert, man. You dip some strawberries in that. Hey, tell me about Amari Bynum. What's an underrated aspect of this big man's game?
I mean, at that size, that weight, his being in this type of shape is big time. I think about going to play for coach at Ohio State. You understand, looking at Ohio State right now, they don't have that inside presence. So looking at Big Bynum inside, being able to go to the Big Ten, I think physicality-wise, he's going to be one of those guys that can make an impact as a freshman. He can do a lot of different things. He can post, he can shoot it, he can pass it, he can guard multiple spots.
Yeah, we saw him hit a 3 last night.
Exactly.
In the fourth quarter.
Ohio State could use big fella right now.
Oh, nice pass outside. And into the corner that went out of bounds. So. Oh, no, lane violation.
Yeah, big fella just got stuck in the lane.
Yeah, he was camped out there for about 4.5 seconds.
Yep, he thought that pass out of the post was going to be a shot, so he stayed there to rebound, but it was an extra pass caused that 3 seconds.
Hall with a nice cut and the finish from Barnes.
That's what Legacy has to do. Move the basketball, move bodies. It's not going to be one guy beating this Link Academy squad. It's got to be a complete team effort. You got to take care of the offensive glass, and you can't turn the basketball over to give yourself a chance.
Easter picking his way through the zone.
Somebody got to go middle. Somebody has to go middle of that zone. It's an easy game. There you go.
Iguodala goes to the middle, and Bynum got hacked.
It's an easy game. When you're facing that 2-3 zone, someone's got to flash to the middle. You catch that basketball in the middle, you look to get your game on. Maybe you have a shot, but if you don't, it's opposite. You look opposite or you look down. And right there, Link Academy, Amari Bynum just catch that basketball. He finds the opposite, gets it to the baseline, and he doesn't stand and watch the game. Makes a beautiful cut to the basket, and they find him cutting to the rim, and now he's at the free throw line with a chance to put his team up 10.
Right, don't watch. Go make a play.
Go play the game.
His father played the game, Omar. He was at Iowa State, and his son will play at Ohio State next year. After splitting the free throws, here comes Legacy. Hanging around, clearly at a disadvantage, but they're within striking distance as Wheatfall has his first bucket.
Wheatfall is a low drive into the basket, a 6'6", wiry, strong. Not too many forwards can keep him out of the lane.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi recruit.
Somebody got to get to that middle.
Easter, Iguodala, empty on a three.
Just never understood why young players don't like playing in that middle of the zone. You're not going to get it every time, but when you get it, man, it's time to play. It's the best place you want to be as an offensive player against the zone.
Is that where you would camp out?
If I know what I know now, yep.
Yep.
Back when
the
I was
hindsight's
playing,
2020, right?
Back when I was playing, I wanted to dribble that thing. But you look at that middle of that zone, it is wide open.
It's tempting. No one's going there yet. Well, here's Bynum. Big man in the middle. Perry, cross court. Hannah.
It's tough.
With an elbow and an offensive foul.
Got that elbow outside the body just a little bit, which causes that offensive foul.
Yeah, refs will find that chicken wing. Davion Hannah, Alabama recruit. A little confused. Develop the offensive game. All over to Jones. And now Wheatfall. Legacy, a tough offensive start. They were down 18-5, but they've hung around. Bringing Wheatfall into the game helped quite a bit. Here's Hall, a long three, and he is on point.
This great ball movement. They used 27 seconds of that shot clock to get the shot that they wanted, and Dejan Hall knocking it down from deep. Good
8
defense.
points, and Legacy can cut it to one possession. Wheatfall.
He got fouled.
No call, and then Sinak rips an angry rebound.
Grown man rebound.
A three for Smiley.
Great push in transition. Sinak with the big-time rebound, gets it up the court, and they find a young fella knocking it down from deep.
Puts an end to the Legacy charge as we step aside the Marshall County Hoopfest.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
So how would you describe the chicken to someone who had never tasted it?
Literally melt in your mouth tender. We don't have a freezer, you know? It's almost like a farmer's market. When you walk into the restaurant, you should hear the sizzle that you're hearing right now. Just sends all those waves up to your mouth.
You're making me hungry.
Well, early on, it was all Link. 18-5. Seemed like they were going to run away with this thing. And then, Bryson Wheatfall, Dejan Hall, and the Legacy Lions hang in there. This is a game.
They just started to calm down just a little bit. I mean, they just settled into this basketball game, started scoring in transition, using their defense to create some offensive opportunities, and just started to build their confidence. And now they're starting to get stops on the defensive end, and it's really helping them get out of transition and score that ball. Shots are going in from deep. Wheatfall's feeling it early. Dejan Hall's got it going. Now it's about doing the little things. Can they take care of the basketball? Can they rebound at a high level? Can they take good shots? If they do those three things, they'll have a chance to be in this game all night long.
A 7-point game, buffered by a Dejan Hall three a couple moments ago. Sam Brief, Rayfeld Davis, our wonderful crew. Good to have you with us in the nightcap. Marshall County Hoopfest. Here's Wheatfall. A bully drive and over two defenders. Board ripped by Sinak.
When you get two defenders to commit to you, it's for somebody else. You get four eyes on you, four hands on you, somebody's wide open.
Sanak playing that middle of the zone.
You see, that's a conversation Coach talked about. Someone's in that middle every time now.
Let's get our 7-footer in there. And a foul whistled against Legacy, so we'll stay on the end. Why do you think Legacy shifted to that zone? It was after about 2-3 minutes of game time.
They just don't have the bodies or the firepower to be able to guard Lincoln Academy one-on-one, especially inside. You look at Legacy's bench right now, they're limited. Only one guy suited up. You don't want to get any early foul trouble, put yourself in a bad spot. And it's just giving Lincoln Academy, it's giving them issues. Lincoln Academy, they don't shoot it that great from deep. They're not a team that's going to threaten you from there. So if they're not knocking them down, sit back in that zone. But the hardest thing to do out of a 2-3 zone is to rebound the ball. And if you can't rebound the ball, you're not going to be able to beat this Lincoln Academy team. But this zone, I mean, it's working out early on in this one.
A rebounding battle so far, 15-7 advantage Link.
Yep.
Up 7 in the boards, up 7 on the scoreboard. McGee. And here goes Barnes, who's shown some nice flashes. Hall shimmying.
Oh, that's
a
tough.
long 2 at the shot clock buzzer.
That is tough. Deshaun Hall getting to his spot and just raising up, highly contested, under pressure, and just knocking it down.
He had 7 points last night, already 10 still in the first half.
Understanding his team needs this win, and he's got to be aggressive if they want to come away with it.
Cross-court skipper. And Smiley. The zone continues to give fits to Link. Easter with the teardrop.
Easter with that beautiful soft touch in the middle of the lane. If you're Legacy, you've got to have that rebound. You don't want to give Lincoln Academy extra cracks at scoring the ball. They're too good. Players like Jerry Easter, they don't need a second chance to score.
You mentioned rebounding, so difficult off the zone, and here is Sanak. The steal and the hammer. Woo!
Chris Sanak's versatility is special. At 6'10", 6'11", playing that passing lane, coming up with the steal, the ball skills to handle the ball full court and go slam it on them.
Running the floor and hammer time to finish.
That's what we talked about. You need 2 back-to-back possessions, an offensive rebound and a turnover. Just cannot happen.
And then Hall blocked by Easter as a foul goes against Legacy. And for Chris Sanak, you get the steal. You run the floor, bang it home.
Just a big-time finish. Big-time defensive efforts, knowing exactly what to do when he gets that basketball. Dunking on, hanging on rims. Big fella showing out early.
After the rim rattler,
Good D.
Bynum all over Barnes. 3rd shot clock violation for Legacy.
This big-time defense from Lincoln Academy and Bynum. Staying down on that shot foot, not giving any inches.
Now try to pick apart the zone.
There you go. Good job.
In the corner, Gray Bear, the 3-ball.
But all of that is created because Chris Sanak sets that little ball screen at the top of the key to free up Jerry Easter, and then his swing, extra pass, knockdown shot in the corner for Lincoln Academy.
Gray Bear's first bucket after
good
13 last night. Barnes sneaking in for 2.
Good cut from Barnes. Defense turning his head, cut back door. Great pass, top of the key, get Barnes that layup.
So Legacy keeps hanging with it. Barely, but they're with it. Gray Bear driving
pass.
kick. How about a Bynum 3? Yes, sir.
Link starting to feel it from deep now. Gray Bear did a great job getting to the teeth of the defense, getting 2 feet in the paint and playing out. You got to get 2 feet in to play out. Did a great job making the defense collapse to him and finding the big fella outside for the knockdown.
Bynum is perfect on the weekend from downtown.
Bynum can do a lot of different things offensively, man. Kid is special.
Wheatfall 1-on-3, and the 3 win the battle. Easter, after the rebound, running the floor, and Jerry Easter cleans up a big mess.
Good fight. I mean, Jerry Easter is one of those just tough, hard-nosed point guards. Just won't be denied. He can finish it in the mid-range. He can knock it down from deep, but that's his game. Getting to the basket, getting in traffic, and having that strength and that mindset that it's just not going to stop me from getting the basket.
8 points, 3 boards, 2 dimes.
Jerry Easter, one of my favorite players in this high school class, no question.
Number 8 point guard in the class, he's off to USC.
Gonna have his way playing for Coach Musselman.
2 seconds for Wheatfall. And Sanak wins at the buzzer. So, Link by 15. These guys are playing a polished, smooth offensive game. And halfway home, all Link at the Marshall County Hoopfest. We'll talk to you after halftime in our nightcap, Nike EYBL Scholastic. You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Marshall County Hoopfest on League Ready. A 15-point halftime lead for Link over Legacy, and 3 games already in the books in the EYBL slate tonight. Brewster, La Lumiere, and Montverde, all winners. We were checking out that La Lumiere game, just a dominant effort.
Yeah, big-time bounce-back performance from La Lumiere. When you think about Jalen Harrelson, after struggling the game against Link Academy, he had it going against the Titans earlier on. Montverde coming away with a big-time win over Lehigh. Brewster getting in on the action. This is high-level basketball across the day.
And Link continuing high-level basketball, shooting 58% as a team. 8 points at halftime for Legend Smiley, 8 for Jerry Easter to lead the way. I know you've loved what you've seen from the beef, the big men up front, Chris Sinak and Amari Bynum.
Those big fellas combining for 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in the first half. Got Link Academy off to a great start. It's big time. I mean, on the defensive end, Amari forcing that turnover. Big fellas came to play.
And then Jerry Easter with his signature floater.
Jerry Easter gets to that 15-foot spot. He is going to knock down that little floater more times than not. That is almost an 80% shot for that young fella. His ability to get into the lane, attack the defense, put pressure on that back line is special. It's going to make Coach Musselman a happy man at USC next season.
He's the first Link Lion in double figures with 10. Wheatfall, a 3, not even close.
Not his game. He got to drive that basketball. That is a settle. Good pass.
And Bynum follows his own shot. 1 on 4. He scores.
Jerry Easter, like, man, give me my assist. Make the first one. The second one more difficult, but Bynum just sticking with it. Missed the first one, collected himself, got the rebound, had that physicality, went up to knock down that second opportunity. Bynum is a grown man playing against boys in this one.
That was the case last night, too, with 19 and 8. Here's Barnes.
Good move.
Wheatfall, a corner 3, and you said it, not his shot. He's 1 of 8. Bynum running the floor. Calling for it in the middle of the zone, and then Easter throws it away. What happened there?
I mean, that was all Dejon Hall, just playing that passing lane, making Jerry Easter a little bit unsure of the pass, just threw it a little bit too high for his teammate to jump up there and get.
Link, a machine this weekend. Last night, 26-point win over La Lumiere. They shot 62% from the floor. Tonight, right around the same numbers. The offense has just been sizzling.
It's a team that was top 3 in the country a couple weeks ago. Took that loss to Utah Prep and AJ Debansa, but they have been on a mission ever since.
A lot of teams lose to Utah Prep and AJ Debansa.
That's funny.
Sinak, 15-footer, no. Bynum.
Good fight.
Almost got the board. Instead, it's off to Legacy.
Good fight from Wheatfall and Bynum right there on that play. Both of them going up with 2 hands, trying to come down with the rebound. Wheatfall grabs it. Bynum just gets his hand stuck in there in the cookie jar a little bit.
Yeah, and Mom caught him with the hand in the cookie jar. Got whistled for a foul. Little full court pressure now for Link.
Dejon Hall's got to go. It's in the way.
Here's Barnes.
Good move.
Into the middle. Isaiah Angel off the glass.
Good job from Barnes, driving that basketball, making the defense collapse on him, and then finding big fella in the middle of that room. Big fella going up and finishing it.
Now back to the zone attacking. Easter picks his way through, and a kickball on Dejon Hall. Waiting for Dejon to get going in the second half. He had 10 in the first. Hit a couple deep threes. And here goes Link to work. Smiley to Easter, as the Lions look to put away their mascot counterpart. Hannah, the baseline drive, stuffed by Wheatfall. Sinak's there, and Bynum for cleanup.
Bynum just playing well. That Chipotle bowl is working out for him in the second half. Just hanging around the rim, coming away with the offensive rebound. A nice little finish at the rim.
I think the lettuce gave him the power to finish. Eat your greens, young kids.
I wonder if it's romaine, lettuce, or iceberg. What you think?
Oh, it's got to be romaine.
Yeah, you got to get that nutritional
Got the
value.
power. A 3-point miss in the corner. Sanak the board. Nice feed. Easter off to Hannah. Got double teamed. Easter's got no one on him, and he converts a 3.
Good ball movement between Easter and Hannah. Easter just getting the basketball out of his hands, nowhere to go. Hannah draws 2, kicks it right back to his guy, Easter in the corner, and knocks it down. Bullseye, corner pocket.
Smooth, like romaine lettuce.
That's a conversation in my house, romaine lettuce and iceberg. My wife hates iceberg.
Yeah, I'm with your wife on that. I mean, iceberg's like crunchy water.
She always says there's no nutritional value in that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Still lettuce.
You're an
man.
iceberg? You seem like an iceberg guy.
Oh, I don't care.
You've got a vendetta against...
Lettuce is lettuce.
Yeah.
Shoes are shoes, socks are socks, lettuce is lettuce. Just pick which one you like. Keep it simple.
I like it. I like your approach there, right? No need for debate.
Yeah.
Sanak, big man, and a whistle. Got a foul away from the ball. Looks like we're staying on the link end. Got a timeout, link up 20. The Lions continuing to steamroll Legacy on a Saturday night.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Head coach Chad Myers and his Link Lions looking to cap off a perfect weekend. 26-point win last night, up 20 a day later.
I just love their role definition. I mean, you look at Chris Sanak, obviously the most highly rated player on this team, but all of these guys have an impact, from Bynum to Easter. You even look at guys like Hannah and Smiley. They all know their role with this team. They all play to maximum effort and give themselves up to try and get victories. But even that, Jerry could have shot that one, gave it up to find his teammate open in the corner.
It was Bynum's first 3-point miss of the weekend. Now Smiley off target, rebound to Barnes. But still, a couple high percentage threes.
And then you look at Link Academy defensively. You look at Hannah, you look at Smiley, you look at Easter. 3 guards, and none of them are weak defenders. They can switch. They can all guard multiple positions. It's a big-time team.
And they force a turnover. Number 8 for Legacy. Right, I watch Easter navigate defensively. I mean, he's on the ball, but he also is so quick off it.
Jerry Easter's a dog. One of those old-school Big East point guards that just gets the job done.
Here he is for 3.
Right on cue.
Continues to get the job done.
Rankings went down a little bit for the young fella this summer, but showing here early on in his high school season that he is going to have his way. Not to maybe ranked the 8th best point guard in the country, but I can't go out there and find 7 better point guards than Jerry Easter.
32 points on the weekend. He's only missed 4 shots.
A strong
and
move.
then Wheatfall's fouled.
I mean, we talked earlier about Wheatfall taking those ill-advised three-pointers. That is his game right here. Catch that basketball, get downhill, get 2 feet in the paint, force the referees to make a decision. Not too many guards, forwards, even centers around the country in high school basketball can guard Wheatfall one-on-one and keep him away from the basket.
He goes downhill. It's like a runaway train, but he takes a lot of jump shots.
Sometimes as young guys, we just settle. We think we're open, we feel it, but we don't understand. 1 or 2 dribbles, we get ourselves a better shot, get somebody else open. I mean, but he works on his game. He works on that shot. He works on his 3-ball. So he comes in confident. Sometimes you just got to play the game and take what the defense is giving you, understanding that that shot isn't going down. Get myself to the free throw line and then start taking those from deep.
Yesterday, he hit 9 free throws as a part of a 21-point performance.
Good D.
As he picks the pocket of Bynum. Here goes Wheatfall. Barnes, blocked by Sinak. The 7-footer comes in for the rejection. 3 blocks for Chris Sinak. Hall. The fadeaway.
That's tough.
And still no points in the second half for Dejon Hall.
Lincoln Academy's picked up the defense. We talk about that perimeter defense. Now Jerry Easter's picking them up a little bit. It's tougher to score.
In the corner, Smiley can't hit the 3. And then offensive board almost for Hannah. Out of bounds, though. Well, Chris Sinak, we've seen him a lot on offense doing his thing. How about the D?
It's his 3rd block of the ball game. I mean, his ability to protect the rim is special. At that size, that athleticism, being able to get back in transition, find the basketball, catch at the high point, and send it out of bounds, saving the bucket for his team.
And Barnes barking orders at his team. No one's really moving.
No one's moving.
Pretty stagnant offense here as Barnes goes to the hoop, tries to do it all himself, and a foul came.
Got bailed out by the referee.
What a disjointed possession.
When in doubt, drive that basketball. Legacy early didn't know what they were into offensively. Everyone just standing, guys in the way. Decides to put his head down and get to the basket, put the referee in a tough spot, make a decision.
The foul on Sinak. So Lance Barnes, who's got offers in his pocket from Charlotte, Coastal Carolina. A couple subs for Link, Trent Perry and Keontae Graybear coming in. Good to have all of you with us. Saturday Night Hoops as a part of the Nike EYBL Scholastic. And both free throws good for Barnes. All right, so here goes Graybear. Link with that 20-point cushion, continuing to hum.
Link's got to keep playing the game the right way. Good job. Good job.
This feels like the right way, but Bynum unable to cap it off. Will go the other way.
Probably the easiest shot attempt Bynum's going to get this entire high school basketball season. Just couldn't come away with it. But I love the activity for Link against that 2-3 zone. Set that nice little ball screen, kick it to the wing, and then the wing has a decision. He can hit the corner, he can drive the basketball, defense overplays, see parts, and drives it right down the lane.
I love watching the ball ping pong around.
Yep.
That's when you know.
Beat the zone with a pass, for sure.
Here's Wheatfall, looking to attack.
Good help.
Wheatfall, ball stuck in that corner. Hall with 5 to shoot. The left hand, not even close.
You said it. The ball stuck on that right side of the floor that entire possession. They got to move it. Oh.
Now Sinak bowling over Wheatfall, or McGee rather, who drew the charge.
That's not a great call. McGee was moving on that play, jumped into it, wasn't set. I understand the call, but it just wasn't a great one.
Bang, bang call, he's got to eat it. All right, so 7-second differential here as Legacy looks to get some smooth offense rolling.
Good switch up top.
Wheatfall, quick shot and a miss.
Got to drive that ball. I say it over and over. Wheatfall is a good player, highly talented, very skilled, but he is at best when he's getting downhill. 9 free throws in the game yesterday. Hasn't attempted one in this half. He's got to get going. Got to get himself to the free throw line.
And over the back called on Graybear. I think he just got a little toe across that half-court line. Defensive pressure from Hall. All over him.
Just good defense. Got a little foul in there, though.
So Wheatfall with a couple seconds left in the third.
Coach Jackson just looks like a dude you don't want to play with.
Hall call it the buzzer. And that'll do it for quarter 3. Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. This is Winning Basketball. And by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real. Back here in the nightcap of Nike EYBL Scholastic, Marshall County Hoopfest, Sam Brief, Rayfeld Davis. Rafe, your legacy, you're down 20. What is it that Coach B.J. Jackson wants to see down the stretch?
Don't play the score. Play the game. Play the game the right way. Attack offensively. Move the basketball. Don't turn it over. Defend at a high level. Rebound the ball defensively. Build habits. You may be down 20 going into the fourth. You could inch back into this game. You can crawl your way back into it. But this game aside, they can build for the rest of the season. My college coach, Matt Painter, would always tell us, you start your next game how you finish your last game. So it's imperative that Legacy gets off to a good start to this quarter, but finishes this quarter strong, up or down. It can carry you on to the rest of the season.
You start your last game how you start your next game how you finish your last game.
Yep.
So for Legacy, a big 8 minutes here. Hey, who's someone in this game? A lot of big names, big recruits. Who's someone who's been a pleasant surprise for you?
I mean, I look at Bynum. He's not the highest rated guy. He's been impressive. But two guys for Link Academy that stood out would be Hannah and would be Smiley. I mean, two guys don't get a lot of attention nationally on the ranking sites or what have you. But two guards that really get the job done at a high level and do anything that their coach is asking them to do to try and come away with victories.
Lance Barnes just drew a Link foul.
Talked to Coach Myers a couple of days ago. He was just telling me about Legend Smiley. He's been a big surprise to him this season. He's consistent. He's a leader. He's a winner. Doesn't matter how many points he scores. Doesn't matter about the box score. He cares about winning. And that's what matters when you get to that next level. Those are the dudes that make it.
Barnes good on the first. What else did you learn from Coach Myers' first year as the head coach at Link?
I just learned a little bit about his offense. I mean, they play that Euro flow style offense, a lot of ball screens. They play with a great pace, a great space. And you can see he got a lot of weapons that he can utilize, from Chris Sinax to Amari Bynum down low, Smiley on the wings. He just gives these guys a lot of confidence, but more importantly, a lot of space to go out there and play their game.
Here's that offense.
They traveled.
But an extra step for Trent Perry gives it back to Legacy. Andre Iguodala Jr., four-star recruit, son of the 19-year NBA vet, four-time champ, and former finals MVP, Andre Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala was one of my favorite players when he was with the Sixers.
What a beast.
Dude, man, that dunk contest. Yeah, Andre Iguodala was a dog.
That was back in the long shorts days,
Yes,
right?
it was. Play with AI.
I think Iggy in the Warriors days. Now we're getting more into the short shorts territory.
There we go.
Right?
Yep.
That's when he started to pile up the rings.
Man, that Warriors team was so talented. So good. So a lot of guys just buying in to winning.
Get enough buy-in, and the ring's the result.
You know, an underrated player from that Warriors team, that dynasty, Sean Livingston, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Throwback point guard, right?
sure.
Big guy.
Peoria, Illinois.
Got to get some Illinois love as Barnes with the miss and Sinak the board.
Good move.
Spin from Easter. Little strong on the teardrop. Hannah, rebound.
So I'm talking about Hannah. He just does his job, just plays hard. He goes in, crashes the glass, steals that offensive rebound, and he's right back on the wing, moving that basketball, being a reversal guy. You need guys like Hannah and Smiley on your team if you want to win at a high level. You want to compete for championships.
And Hannah gets stripped by Wheatfall. Here goes Dejon Hall, and that's a grown man finish.
It's a good take by Dejon Hall. Getting down here in transition. Hasn't had his best half of the season in this second half, but there he goes, showing some energy, showing some life late in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, after 10 points in the first half, that was his first bucket of half two.
You could tell that was a conversation in the locker room for Link Academy and Coach Myers.
Let's shut down number 5, and they did. Smiley, strong 3, and how about the board for Iguodala? And then a 3 for Easter.
Iguodala just playing the game the right way. No one checks him out. He attacks that offensive glass. And the best time to shoot a 3-ball is off an offensive rebound and a kick out. Iguodala does a great job at finding his man, Jerry Easter, to knock it down from the top.
And his Link Lions are rolling in the nightcap.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
Andre Iguodala goes flying for the rebound. Best time to shoot a 3 off the board.
Off an offensive rebound, Iguodala does a great job finding the high point of that basketball, goes up there to get it. And then Jerry Easter understanding that this is not going to get a better shot than this one. Those kick-out threes from offensive rebounds are just like when you're in the gym shooting by yourself, you shoot on that gun machine. Comes right into your pocket, comes right from under the basket, and it's just an easy 1-2 knockdown, the easiest shot in basketball from deep. But that's what Link Academy has. They have their stars. They have Sanak. They have Jerry Easter. You have Bynum making hay, doing his dirt business down low. But then you have guys like Hannah. You have guys like Legend Smiley. You have guys like Iguodala who just give themselves up for the team. They're just pure winners. Go to the next level, win a bunch of conference championships. They go to the tournament. They go to Final Fours. You need those guys on your team.
Link Academy out in Branson, Missouri, they have established that culture, that winning culture, and their guys go off and do some great things at the next level.
And it's hard to get a culture, especially Coach Myers, his first year.
Yep.
Got 5 top 100 guys. It's not just about the guys, it's about their camp too. Big shot from Weefall, knocking it down.
Bryson Weefall
It's about
with
getting
his first 3.
But not just so tough. Get these guys on the same page, but not just the guys on the floor, but their families and their AAU guys and their handlers. To get everybody on winning basketball terms, it's got to be tough for Coach Myers, but he is making it happen early on in this season.
He's built a machine at Link Academy.
Yes, he has.
And a 3-ball for Smiley.
Right on cue.
These guys are cruising on their way to a 2-0 weekend.
You need these guys, Legend Smiley. You need Legend Smiley to have some confidence. If they can get Legend Smiley, Iguodala, Hannah, these guys having double-figure scoring games. I mean, you look at that Lalamere game. 5 guys in double-figure points. Score 82 points in a night. It's a lot for a high school game, 32 minutes.
And Barnes rattles his way to an and 1.
Barnes has been a one-man show in this half. Just taking his legacy team, put him on his back. He is not quitting. He is ringing the bell. That's what it's about. You get down 20, just don't quit. Just keep playing the game. Keep playing it the right way. Attack it. Finish it through contact. It's a great job.
That's a young man finishing. 13 points. You said it. Courtesy of your coach, Matt Painter, right? How you start the next game is how you finish this one.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, you think about just the old adage, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yep.
You can get down 20, you can quit. And then next time you get down 20, you're going to quit. But if you have an instinct to just keep fighting, so keep fighting. It goes way longer than just a basketball court.
A messy press break for Link leads to a run the other way. Barnes back to work.
Oh, that's
and
good,
he's
D.
fouled again.
That's good, D.
Malachi Jordan thought he didn't foul. It didn't seem like you did either.
Me and Malachi on the same page.
Malachi, a sophomore, one of the newcomers to Link, already rated as the 7th at his position, class of 2027.
I mean, you think about young Malachi. You think about not playing much in this game, but still highly talented in his high school class. But you look at who he's learning from. You think about Smiley. You think about Hannah, Jerry Easter, and those guys. When you have a group of upperclassmen that play the game the right way, it just bleeds into the younger fellas.
Got a couple wet spots on the floor. The 14th year head coach of Legacy, B.J. Jackson. Got to stay hydrated.
Coach got to get somebody else getting some water. I love it, though.
Hey, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yep.
He can get his own.
You got 2 legs. You can walk and get your own water.
That's a winning culture. And Legacy staring down an 0-2 weekend, though, unless they get a miracle here. 11-point loss yesterday to Veritas. And down 3 starters in this game. It was an uphill battle from the opening buzzer.
They showed some fight early, got into this game, made it a ball game in the second quarter. Link just regrouped at halftime and started to pull away in that third. Being down 3, you're down 3 starters in the Nike EYBL Scholastic. It's going to be a long day for you. Care who you playing. You need every guy in a play like this.
Barnes goes 0 for 2. Pretty much all of Legacy's scoring tonight has been Barnes and Hall.
Yep.
They've combined for 25 of Legacy's 34 points. And we'll stay with Link.
10 seconds. It's a 10-second call. Shot clock's at 19.
Well, they're not calling anything right now. Well, it looks like B.J. Jackson is telling him what you're telling him. Well, it's still Link ball. Huh.
Sometimes we can get used to these college rules.
A curious result. Easter in the middle of the zone. And Davion Hannah from the logo. That's a shot clock violation. Chad Myers on his way to a 2-0 weekend. At the 82 points in 32 minutes yesterday was like a video game.
A lot of points.
In the corner, Wheatfall was blocked by Easter, and Jerry's been flying all over. That's 3 blocks for a point guard.
6'7" point guard can do it all. I mean, he defends at a high level, can guard 1 through 4, rebounds, plays in the passing lane, can guard on the ball. Offensively, he is special. And Jerry Easter's a guy that's gonna play this game for a long, long time. Gonna make Coach Musselman a happy man over at USC out west. We'll get to see him a lot next season, actually.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that USC, that is Big Ten basketball.
Big Ten basketball. And he is a Big Ten point guard. He is. Good cut.
And then a block. Young Malachi Jordan.
Malachi Jordan cleaning it up.
The sophomore with the plaster. Now here's Smiley in the corner. Board tips out. It is going to stay here. You said Jerry Easter is like a classic Big Ten point guard. It's a good thing USC is in the Big Ten. As we watch Jordan on the block.
Give me that. Big time block.
So why is Jerry Easter your Big Ten point guard?
Oh, look, I mean, size-wise, he's strong, he's physical. He can take that beating that you get in the Big Ten with such a physical league. I know basketball has changed a bunch, but the Big Ten has not. You got to be strong, you got to be tough, you got to be physical. You got to have those abilities to get in the lane and make plays. He can finish at the rim, he can finish a mid-range, get to a floater, knock down a 3. He's vocal leader. He's just exactly what you want in your point guard at that level. And then he can defend multiple positions. If you can't guard the Big Ten, you can't play. And Jerry Easter showing in this one that he can guard.
Hall drew some contact on that layup. The physical nature of the Big Ten. It feels fitting that the 2 guys on this court playing in the Big Ten next year, Easter and Amari Bynum, they are physical.
And both of them like contact, especially Amari Bynum. He likes being down low, taking that beating. Look at Ohio State right now. I'll say it again. He can go there right now and demand some playing time. He's that physical. He's that big. He fills that type of void. And then Jerry Easter at this size, I mean, that's what you want. You look at USC right now with Desmond Claude playing their point guard position. Similar builds, similar games. 2 guys that can get downhill, that can score at the rim. exactly what Jerry Easter is going to do at USC.
Amari Bynum on the bench, off to USC, or off to Ohio State. Well,
it's a lot of Big
Easter
Ten
to
schools
USC.
now.
Yeah, there's like,
too many.
What, 28 Big Ten schools now? They'll be teammates turned rivals next year, Bynum and Easter.
Sure.
So down 17. Angel
Double
backing
dribble.
up Sinak, and ref caught that one. Rafael Davis a second ahead.
Got to apply for my referee license.
You can do it all. Something you would ever consider, like late.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
One of my elementary school teammates is now a Big Ten official.
Oh, seriously? Here goes
Oh,
Barnes,
oh.
stuffed by Sinak. Hope everyone's okay.
Man, it's a big time
That
block.
was a nasty spill, though. Jordan, Easter, soaking up contact again, and here's Sinak. Looks like they're
Tough
all
fall.
okay.
That was a scary fall.
Hannah at the wing for three.
Sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but I really love Hannah and Legend Smiley. These dudes get after it.
That Sinak block. Chase down on Barnes. Ooh.
You got to love that from your big fella. I mean, you look at Chris Sinak, the #1 center in his high school class, a top 10 recruit, up by 20, is still playing as hard as he possibly can. A chase down block, not giving up on the play. That's what you need from your leaders. That's what you need from your best player. When your best player is going all out, not watching the scoreboard, not playing the score, it bleeds to everybody else on the team. It bleeds into Jerry Easter. It bleeds into Bynum, Legend, and Smiley and Hannah. Those guys get it because their best player is getting after it.
Well, I look at Sinak tonight. 7 points, you might look and say, oh, he didn't do much. Well, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. That is effort.
Just doing it all on the floor, just showing he is more valuable than just being a scorer on the offensive end. He can control the game by rebounding, offensive rebounding, protecting the rim, getting some couple steals, a couple assists in there. Just showing he's an all-around player, showing why he is truly one of the best players in his high school basketball class.
And off to Houston next fall, committed just before Thanksgiving. Just over a minute left, and Wheatfall with an air ball.
So many players get wrapped up into how many points do I have? How many points am I going to score? But how can you affect the game? How can you go to the next level, stay on the basketball floor when you only have 2 points and you're 1 for 5 from the field? That's the adjustment that high school players have to make going to the next level. Staying on the floor and not being a scorer. You're not going to always walk into the situation and be the same guy that you were in high school. Sometimes you got to earn your stripes.
We know Sinak can earn his stripes in any category. Last night, he was a scorer. Tonight, rebounds and blocks. And Link, after 82 yesterday, winning a scrappier one tonight. The block, or the dunk for Barnes.
Impressed by Barnes in this one. He hasn't given up on his basketball game, still playing hard.
At the 30-second mark, Link about to cruise to a 2-0 weekend. Oh, so smooth for the Link Academy Lions. Names like Bynum, Easter, Sinak, and Gray Bear dominant to the final buzzer.
And then you look at this young core from Link Academy. This team isn't just good this season. They'll be good for years to come.
And Hall goes right to the hoop, finishing it off with a deuce. And Dejan Hall, 15 points tonight, but not even close to enough. This night, all about Link Academy. A dominant effort as we now take a look at tonight's Nike Player of the Game. It is Jerry Easter. 19 points, 8 boards, 3 dimes, and 2 steals.
Jerry Easter was big time all over the floor. He was getting downhill, getting to that patented teardrop that he has in the middle of the lane. Just the outstanding performances on both ends. 3 of 5 from deep, showing his true range as an offensive player. A guy that can score it at the rim, a guy that can finish in the lane. He can make a pull-up off a ball screen, can knock it down from deep. Jerry Easter had his way this weekend. Outstanding performance against Lalamere with 17 and 10. And then comes back again versus Legacy Early College and comes away with the player of the game.
Player of the game. Looks like you get a plaque, you get a hat, and you get a T-shirt. So congratulations, Mr. Easter.
Which one do you think he'd keep the longest? The
None of them. Maybe just the plaque.
I bet the T-shirt stays around.
I don't know. I don't even know if the T-shirt's going back to Branson, Missouri. But for now, Jerry Easter, our player of the game, and Link, undoubtedly our team of the weekend. A perfect 2-0 with a couple demolition derbies of victories. Well, that'll do it for this weekend's Nike EYBL Scholastic coverage at the Marshall County Hoopfest. Thank you so much for joining, whether it's just been for the last couple minutes or every moment all weekend long. A joy to have you along for the ride. Any final thoughts, Raphael?
It's a big-time win. Lincoln Academy, they're going to be a wrecking to deal with this season. Took a loss early to Utah Prep, but I don't see this team taking too many more losses.
Top 10 team, and they keep climbing. All right, folks, have a wonderful rest of your night alongside Raphael Davis and our wonderful production crew. Sam Brief saying so long from the Marshall County Hoopfest.